He's the courageous Aussie who could be our next world champion. Undeterred by a serious injury, he's charged his way to the top in one of motorsport's most brutal battlegrounds, Speedway motorcycles. He is our Sultan of Slide, Jason Doyle, who is on the verge of wrapping up his first world title in Saturday night's QBE Insurance Australian Speedway Grand Prix at the Etihad Stadium right here in Melbourne. So Jason, are you ready for perhaps the rides of your life?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it for nearly 3 weeks now. After touring the last round, you go back home and start calculating the points, and it's going to be a massive night for myself and my team. We need to just be level-headed about it all.
Seems like it's yours for the taking. You need 8 points to clinch the title. Is it that easy?
No, not at all. Sometimes to get 8 points in a Grand Prix is very difficult. You just never know. You need sometimes a good luck gate pick, and also you need to have the bikes firing on the night. I know having the home fans on my side for once, it's going to be a massive part of my success, I hope, for Saturday, for scoring many points. But 8 points, it doesn't seem a lot, but it's a very hard task.
Motorcycle speedway racing has a great heritage in Australia. In fact, it was invented here. And if you can pull this off, you're following in the footsteps of some really great riders going way back into history, into the 30s. You know, Lionel Van Prague, Louis Wilkinson, Jack Young, and then Jason Crump, Chris Holder. So you'll only be the 6th Aussie to do it.
Yeah, whoever thought that Jason Doyle could even have a chance of winning a world title. 5 years ago, I was not even in the Grand Prix, and now I'm fighting for a world title. We've worked very hard, my team and myself, to get where we are. It's to hope. I keep saying we'll see what happens on Saturday night, because anything's possible in motorsport.
Now, your right foot, you smashed that pretty comprehensively in the mid-season, came straight back and kept riding. How much trouble is it still giving you?
Yeah, this is a big problem what I had. It's been 4 months. If I didn't come back and ride Horson's Grand Prix only 5 days after shattering my foot, I wouldn't be in this position in the Grand Prix. So you got to take the good with the bad. It's kind of played a big part of my season. We've sometimes had to pick and choose which meetings to do and to ride hard at. The bone hasn't healed now. There's one what's shattered still, and I need to get a bone graft when I finish the season. So it's been difficult, but I just say hopefully it's all going to be worthwhile after Saturday night.
I mean, mate, it's a brutal battleground out there. Are you taking a risk?
Not at all. The risk was in Horson's. I couldn't put any weight on my foot. A lot of riders went up to the officials and tried to get me banned from the meeting. They said I wasn't safe enough to ride. So on the Friday for practice, it's mandatory now that you have to do practice if you are injured. I did the whole session. The foot swelled up so bad that I couldn't get it back in the boot for a few hours after. We run a very tight boot with carbon fibre in it, so it worked as a cast, but it ended up being a lot difficult to ride the next day.
You're obviously a gutsy bloke, because this is far from the first time that you've ridden through pretty serious injury. Yeah,
it's I've got not a long list of achievements, but a long list of injuries. I broke my neck twice. The last one was in Melbourne in 2015 in the final. This was a hard one to come back from after Darcy Ward's accident when he had spinal damage. So this was probably the harder one to come back from. After then, last year was another one to come back from as well. Was more mentally as well, with the arm not working and my lungs. I had badly bruised lungs. One was collapsed and 9 broken ribs, broken coccyx. It was difficult, not just on myself, but on my family. They've had to run through all this with me, and if I win the world title on Saturday, it would definitely be dedicated to them.
Wow, it would be a truly remarkable achievement. Look, I'm excited. Finally, I get to see you guys in action in my hometown. Haven't been able to before. You must be really excited about all this.
Yeah, this is like the icing of the cake for the Grand Prix for myself and Chris Holder. To ride in front of the Australian public is a massive thing for us. We never get the opportunity when we're riding 9 months in Europe. We're always racing in Poland, Sweden, Denmark against all when they're in their hometown. So to ride in front of the Melbourne public and also the Australian public, it's going to be a massive moment, and hopefully it's going to be one that I'll never forget.
The big home crowd's got to lift you.
Definitely, they're like that extra points, having a full stadium full of Australian supporters. That will be another couple of points on the tally. So going into Melbourne Saturday night, hopefully it's going to be a massive crowd, and myself and Chris are hopefully going to be on the podium, not just in the world title, but on the night as well.
Jason Doyle, big respect. All the best of luck on Saturday night. We hope to be calling you World Speedway Champion on Saturday night.
Thank you very much. Cheers.